So for the listener who's especially newer to commercial,
Yeah.
what are some tenant profiles that don't do well versus the ones you are looking for?
Well, I mean, if you're in retail, and I think just my own belief system and values, if you will, I'm probably moving away from retail, okay? Because I really don't know what the future of retail looks like. It's just changing so quickly. You don't want to be going up against the Amazons of the world, because Bezos is just too damn smart and he's got too much money, right? And so if he wants to come into a market and disrupt it, he can. That's not to say that I think retail is going away. I don't. It's just harder for me to look an investor in the eye and say, here's what I think it's going to look like in 10 years. Okay.
Right.
I mean, I like grocery anchored. Certainly, like I said, like the gas station, cannabis, liquor, anywhere that is kind of dependent on a person needing to go to a physical store that is Amazon e-commerce proof. What's the other thing?
I think you need all essential services too.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Essential
Medical,
retail that's allowed to open.
But
maybe that's the list of people to start with. Check the province. What's allowed to open?
Yeah. Just look at the list, right? In terms of how vulnerable you are, right? Like right now in Alberta, we're like I think it's like a level 1 lockdown or something like that, and so restaurants now are closed again, right? They're open, they're closed. I mean, these poor owners. I just feel so sorry for them, because I don't know how you keep staff. B, I don't know how you continue to operate with takeout and skip the dishes and all the rest of it, taking like a big chunk. We don't need to go down that road, but I would just say, by and large, I'm probably moving away from retail, even though 5 years ago that was kind of what a lot of Canadian investors quite liked.
Mm-hmm.
On the industrial side, I think that you're going to see a lot more what's called last mile or kind of distribution, where people still need goods delivered, right? And I'm trying to think of a good example, but I mean, just you can just kind of observe what the Staples and the Best Buys and some of these big brick and mortar stores are doing, and they're pushing you online because their retail space is expensive. When they can go into an industrial space, the taxes come down, less than half. Their rent is probably half to a third, and all they need is the ability to store a TV. And then, the consumer now is saying, I don't like, I'm probably going to do most of my research online, and I'd rather it just be it show up at my door, number one. But saving that, if I just order it and then I'll go in, look at it, yeah, that's the one I want, and take it home. I mean, that's I'm not the retail expert, but you're just seeing more and more of that, and I'm just an observer of what's going on. Mm-hmm. So I think industrial, and then obviously people need a place to live, so that's why you're seeing multifamily be it continues to grow in demand.